go. Look at that. Something different. Okay. Well, I don't even know what the title of the stream is. I got a Switch 2 yesterday. I was on my way to work and decided to randomly pick one up. It wasn't part of the plan. I don't think I've really been vocal about it in streams, but I have definitely been a hater for sure. However, at the same time, I was like, maybe this will be something interesting. I don't know. Let me switch the game on Twitch. Mario Kart World. What? What are we doing? There we go. I had to make sure my actual Switch was charged because I got a feeling I'm gonna need that. I got that right here. I haven't used this thing in forever. I'm gonna say maybe like close to a month. That's forever for me. Because I've been using the Steam Deck so much. But that is what it is. It's around the corner. That's. Oh boy. That's over here. Screen protector on, or whatever the JS aux case that I think they say can withstand crazy drops and stuff, which is definitely not true. Trying to make sure everything's still moving. Looks like we're good. Okay, cool. I can live with that. Alright, yep. There it is. The size of that, which is bigger than. This is the comparison. This is the OLED. It's the comparison that we got so far. So, I have not opened Switch 2 yet. The plan was, I was thinking like when I picked it up yesterday, I was like, I'm gonna have a short day at work, so I'll pick it up. There we go. This is the top of the box. Okay, can't tell. There's like a little grip on the bottom down here. Serial number. But yeah, the plan was to work a short day yesterday, and then I got like a small bonus from work. And like I can't really afford it, but at the same time, I was like, if I don't get it now, I'm never going to get it. So let's go ahead and just do it. I'm going to regret that for the rest of the month, like for the next month and a half, but it's all good. But anyway, so that I don't have the most interest in this. I also, the crazy prices on the games, as you can see, they asked me when I went to Walmart in the morning on the way to work. They were like, what are you here for? Because my Walmart isn't 24 hours. They didn't do a midnight release. So I got there and they were like, what are you here for? Let me back up. I leave for work around like 5:40 in the morning to get to work by 6. The Walmart opens up at 6:05, whatever it is. Their electronics department doesn't open until 7. So I told my boss yesterday, I was like, hey, I'm going to be running a little bit late, but I'll be there before everybody else gets there. So I got there, and of course, if you check online, it says they have 0 in the system. 0 in stock, because I think a lot of stores are listing their stocks that way, so you have to worry about crazy lines or anything like that. Are people driving from like hours away to get something that's not really there? So you get up there, waiting by electronics for about like 20 to 30 minutes. Different coaches, you know, the managers pass by like, hey, what are you here for? I'm like, I'm looking for a Switch 2. Like, oh, well, I don't think we have any. I'm like, you don't sound sure, so I'm going to keep waiting here. And then another one came by and said the same thing. Like, oh, and it hit like 7 o'clock, and somebody had passed by a couple minutes before. I was like, are they open yet? And I was like, I'm pretty sure, because I've worked retail, they're going to be running late. So I wouldn't be surprised if nobody comes into like 7:10. So it hits like 7:10 and literally nobody's there. And another manager passes by, and she's dressed a little bit nicer. But you know, they're all the same. They're all coaches. But like she seemed like she was a little bit more informed. He's like, what are you here for? I'm like, a Switch 2? She's like, what? I'm like, yeah, the street dated for today. She's like, really? I'm like, there's literally signs around here saying that it's street dated for 6/5. And on their TVs there, a huge display with Mario Kart saying, pick up your Switch 2 in store today, releasing today. So she's like, oh, so she goes to the back, she's like, oh, which one do you want? I'm like, I have an option. This is how I ended up with my original Switch. I didn't plan on getting one. I walked to GameStop like 12 hours early, thinking there was going to be a crazy huge line. There's like 5 to 10 people in line, and the location I went to only had like 12 Switches or something like that. Luckily for me, everybody in front of me had pre-ordered theirs, so technically I'm the first regular person in line And after like 5 hours, the guy comes out. He's like, "Hey, who didn't buy one yet? Like, who's been here and who hasn't bought one yet?" And everybody's looking at me, and I'm like, "Me, like, guys, which one do you want?" I'm like, "I have an option. I guess I'll get the one with the red and blue Joy Cons because that was the harder to find one. I got that. Anyway, let's see. All right. I don't even know, man. I don't have a box cutter on me, but I do have this dumb eyeglass repair kit, so I'm also hoping this dock that I have works. Not 100% certain on that. I got the one I used for the Steam Deck up here, and that didn't seem to work with the regular Switch. So I'm using this other dock that I usually use in the living room because I think it does like 4K 60 or whatever. So there we go. Alrighty, here we go. What do we have? We got Joy-Con, another Joy-Con, as you do. Can't tell what this is. Oh, this is this because I'm stupid. This is the actual console, of course. Then we got something heavy. We got something else. I think this is a controller grip. Cool. Let's see how useful this is. I didn't use my last one all that much because sometimes it was easier just to, like, if I'm laying down or whatever, looking at a game on the TV, the laziest way you could play is just having a Joy-Con in each hand, just with your hands dangling off the side or whatever. So that's always fun. You got a USB-C to USB-C. There's power. You got a AC adapter. Oh, it's got the Nintendo logo on it. I'll pop this open. Let's see. Let's see what we got. I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh man, I've got to make sure my mic isn't muted, which it's not, luckily. Hopefully that's not going to show. You can see the logo on it now, so that's cool. And then, of course, at the bottom of the box, so we have the dock itself, which, hooray, another Switch dock. Somebody out there has my dock, I believe. If you were watching, you know who you are. I think you got both of my docks, but that's okay. That's before I realized, like, you know what? I can just use unofficial docks and do so much more. Dock is nice. Whatever. Switch 2 logo on it. It's hard to make out. It's a little bit thicker. It's actually curved, which is nice, I guess. Put this up here. This in here. Got all these little plastic things. We'll check that out in a second. I want to see what's in here. I think this is manuals and stuff. There's my game. Oh, yeah. This is the code for the Mario Kart. Can't lose that. What do we have here? HDMI. Cool. 2 grips. Interesting. Interesting. It looks like you probably connect the grips to this like magnetically instead of... I think before this just kind of fastened on the bottom, but this looks like it's a little bit more secure maybe. Maybe it's less of a headache to also set up. And of course the instructions: don't die, don't play this underwater. Let's see what it says. Let's see, you know, it's got go into detail, but seizures, repetitive motion injuries, motion sickness, contains magnets. Be careful if you have a pacemaker or medical devices, electric shock, battery leak, radio frequency, hearing safety, AC adapter, game. Cleaning the system, attaching the Joy-Con, wearing the strap, using it as a mouse, and it's a bunch of French stuff. Okay, cool. I was hoping there was something different in there, but you know, it's all the same stuff. It's always fun trying to see what kind of weird warnings you get from different companies, because you never know. So put this back in here. What's really funny is I believe I do have I don't think I have my original Switch case. I think I did, but I think once I kind of got rid of that, sorta. Got a Switch Lite. I got an OLED. I got the OLED box still for sure. I keep the boxes. I don't like keeping boxes anymore as much. even as a collector, because I'm not super into collecting, but the major issue I have is when you keep the boxes, occasionally when you have to ship something back to the company, it's nice to have the official box to put it in because it's got more reinforcement. Also, I'm going to point something out in a second. So when you open it, there's a news story going around about this, okay, that I didn't know. I just realized how this could happen super easily. Here we go. So we got this. Now, some GameStops were apparently taking the receipts and being like, hey, we're going to go ahead and put this aside for you since you paid for it. Staple receipt. But unfortunately for them, the staples, this is then. The Switch 2 is right here. So, like, people have, like, dents on their screen already. It's some specific GameStop store, like Staten Island or something. There's no way, unless they had opened it before, there's no way to know. It would have been nice if they put like a protective layer or something over it, just so it's not right against the cardboard. I mean, it's not gonna, it's whatever. Gee whiz, trying to get this thing out of here. Okay. It's like the thing that's a bit of a downer about this as a console is that like it feels like I'm holding a tablet, like a mini tablet. This is we'll see. We'll compare the sizes in a second. All right, got that. It's taking all this stuff out of the plastic just so I can see how it works. I said I don't know if my dock is gonna work or not, so this might all be a bust, but it's all good. You hear that loud popping sound? I have a gnat problem, so I have a one of those like lights, the zap flies, a fly zapper. Alright, got that. Pull this out. Alright. I'm sure I'm gonna have to transfer my stuff over. There's little like QR codes on this side of the box. Don't know, it's probably a registration thing, which hopefully I actually do this time. I register it, you know, through Nintendo because I think I have to whenever you try to sign online. Alright. So we got that. Okay, put this down here. Alright. Here we go. Here's the top. The console itself. Anything different? I mean, wow, that's confusing. Alright, so you got the Switch 2 thing on the back. You got a... They keep changing the kickstand style. I think after the way that the original ones worked, they're probably like, we got to do something. So this is the new one, which feels fine, feels sturdy. It's got a serial number under there. On the bottom, hate it. On the bottom, they've got the USB-C port, probably to charge it and video out. Up top, you got one USB-C headphone port, power, volume up and down. There's like an IR sensor or something up there. That's not a button. And then you got the game card spot over here. Cool. Let's see this. Wow, it's a magnet. Oh my gosh, why is it so? Oh. Okay. Alright, so it's got a little button on the inside. I was trying to figure out how this thing works. I've seen people using it. I'm like, oh, I don't understand. This... We'll talk about these in a second. Alright, so that goes in. I do appreciate that because... There's my Switch. Here we go. Size comparison. Oh, this is the OLED again. Switch 2 behind it. A little bit bigger. It's nothing, I don't know, it's not major. I guess the screen, here, we'll do this. Pop up Joy-Cons. Cool. We'll do a size comparison on everything, because size matters, or whatever. Alright, here we go. Switch 2. OLED. There you go, if you're wondering the size difference, if you can even make it out, it's kind of hard to see. This one ends right about here. So you got, what, like 30% more screen or something? Just make it up a random number. That's what they like to do, right? You know, the screen's 33% larger. Here we go. Steam Deck. It's actually... It's a wider screen than the Steam Deck is. And not to mention, this Steam Deck has a bezel around it. This looks like it probably goes all the way around. Nope. No, it does not. It's got a bezel on it too. It's still a larger screen than the Steam Deck, which is wild. Like, it's a longer screen, whatever the aspect ratio is. That's cool. It's got that going for it. All right. Let's pop these back on here. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing? Oh, I was going to say the finish on the Joy-Cons is like it's got a little bit of texture to it. It's nothing crazy. I'm sure it'll rub off after a while. Same buttons are on it. Nothing crazy. Kind of disappointed L2 and R2 or ZL and ZR are still buttons and not actual triggers, but what can you do? Only because when you play racing games, the one that comes with it is Mario Kart. I get you, I understand where you're coming from, but I want to have analog steering or analog gas and brake, and I can't do that still. The sticks feel a little bit more stiff. You get a little bit more resistance on them. I don't know what kind of sticks these are. These don't feel... They feel really good when you do like a full 360 on them. Buttons are still the same. What I was gonna say... See Joy-Con size. Alright, so... It's a little bit bigger. Not by much. It's a little bit bigger though. Which might make it easier to hold, but it kind of doesn't matter because if you look at it, you can see the button placement on both of them is still the exact same. So my thing is like when you would use the Switch, if you're playing with somebody else, not that I really got the opportunity to like this, but you're holding it like this, or you got these up here, or the other one, they're still offset. So if you're ever playing a fighting game with somebody else, it feels like you're both kind of at a disadvantage if you got it one stick and you get the buttons, and it works for like Metal Slug and stuff, but if you're trying to play anything that actually requires precision, pass. Anyway, whatever. I was just hoping this had a D-pad on it, but I get it. Fine. I also appreciate the fact that, so this is the Switch, again, this isn't color-coded, the Switch 2. It's color-coded so you can look at it really quickly and be like, alright, this is left, this is right. Like, this slots into this side, this slots on the other side. You can only go in one way, but at the same time, if you're not looking sometimes, like, I would grab it, thinking, like, I'm holding it this way, and like, oh, nope, I got the wrong Joy-Con. Well, I guess what we're going to do, we're going to see if this third-party dock is working or not. So we'll go over here. Ah, look at that. It's already set up too. Hold on. Before I get into that, let's see what we got here. Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is the Switch 2 dock. Still kind of salty. It looks like it's got a fan on the bottom or something like ventilation or something. Yeah, it's a bit heavier. It feels like... Yeah, okay, cool. Back still comes off. Okay, I'm not salty. I was gonna say I'm salty, not that I have an extra one up here, but here, let me go back to the actual camera cam. Okay, back comes off. There we go. You got... Oh, on the side over here, you got 2 USB ports. Cool, that's fine. Nothing else on the outside. On the inside, you have a spot for the AC adapter, you got a spot for HDMI, and you have a spot for Wi-Fi now, so you don't have to go out and buy an extra Wi-Fi USB adapter, which that was super stupid on the original Switch. I think the OLED dock came with that port, but I don't have the official dock anymore, so we're gonna try out. I'll show the dock I have in a second. It's the one I've been using for pretty much everything, including Switch streaming whenever I do that. We've got... Oh man, let me unplug this thing real quick. Why? Damn it, I lost the cables, whatever. This was recommended when I looked at Steam Deck accessories. Hierarchical. This is recommended because you got a port for Ethernet on the bottom. You got your power right here, little one. Then you got HDMI. Then you got USB, I believe, USB 2.0. This is 3.0. Then you got 2 more 3.0 spots, but you also have a spot for an SD card. And if you're using a Steam Deck, this gets recognized. So for me, if I want to just like plug everything into here, I can do that. It's a SD and I think a micro SD or whatever. Cool. So we're gonna try this one out, or use the official one because I can't stream directly from the official one. So hang on. This is not a hang on. This is a I dropped all my cables under the table hang on, and I gotta grab all these things because the cables are super tight for some reason. Oh boy, old man. The kinds of moments I would have had my dad helping me out when he was still here. Like he would pass in the room at the exact right time because you need any help. I was like, I actually do. Can you hold this real quick? Oh man. Okay. All right. Plug this in. Yes. Sure hope this third-party dock works. It would be great if there was some sort of weird restriction, like the second I plug this thing in, say, "Ah, you bricked your Switch. Congratulations, idiot." I gotta pull the Joy-Cons off. Joy-Con, cool. If that's the case, that port on top, as a fighting game player, if you can use that as a anything, they're gonna make me connect the Joy-Cons for the first boot. That's fine. Oh, I gotta register into the Switch anyway, so. Let's see. Alright, well, hold on. Alright, I'm gonna mute this, go back to the camera. Here we go. Here we go, screen's on. Turn up the filter, maybe it'll get it from not being blurry. Not sure. I have a telescoping camera, so I can kind of aim it down, so maybe I'll try to do this on my table. Just flip the video feed or something, I don't know. How to do it before, it's been a minute. Alright, so we got this. My bad, pardon whatever the hell, it's like dog fur all over this thing I've got right here. Yeah, it's literally just like dog fur and stuff. Whatever. Alright, it's the damn brightness. The brightness is making it kind of hard to see. I'm going to flip the video like a savage. Okay. Sorry, I'm doing this while I'm looking at the screen here, so we'll flip vertical. Is it even legible? I flipped it vertically, but now I think I flip it horizontally too. This is gonna confuse me so much later. It's all good. Flip horizontal. Yeah? Alright, cool. We got something going on. Okay, it's cool so you guys can see the screen. I can't focus it. This thing's supposed to have an autofocus, so it is what it is. Alright, so we're gonna go with US IMD Americas. I accept your user agreement. I don't care. Let's connect to the internet settings. I gotta think of what the password is. Shoot. I think, let me see. Same thing, same menus. Everything looks the exact same as it used to. It's my network. I'm gonna hack into my mainframe. Good luck. All right, let's see. I had to send. Yep, I got the wrong password. Let me see. I had to send the password out yesterday. Let me flip this over in case there's some sort of crazy code on there that somebody can read. I'm sure somebody, whoever's out there is like, I found it. I found my way to redeem this code. Yeah. What are we doing? Capital. All right. Alrighty. Yes, you can try to judge from my hands what I'm putting in. Crazy random hacker person out there. Okay, cool. Got a connection. Connection successful. My goodness. I don't think I can adjust the brightness yet because I'm not into the system yet, so whatever. Sweet. Time to get an update. I don't live in Los Angeles. I live in -5. We'll go with New York. So that's cool. With Nintendo Switch 2, you can play games wherever you want, however you want. You can sit in the air, you can sit against a curve, or you can sit in the air holding 2 Joy-Cons in your hand. Cool. You can connect the AC adapter to the top of the system. Interesting. Does that mean the top is the output too? Okay, detach the right hand Joy-Con, pull this to the side. That's what you're doing. Attach the left hand Joy-Con, pull that to the side. Sweet. Connect to a TV. Ultra high speed HDMI cable. Don't tell me how to live my life. Please work. Okay. Okay. Okay, third party doc. It's got to be the bottom. It has to be the bottom. All right, let's see. Let me just go back. This is gonna be weird. Video still filtered or flipped or whatever, so I gotta figure that out in a second. It's all good. Hold on, let me put the filter back on. The what? Where am I? Not here. Here. Filter. Blur filter. Whoa. What the hell? Oh. Obviously. All right, cool. Hey, look, I'm not upside down. All right, we're gonna try this third-party dock, and hopefully this thing works. That would make me so happy. Wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't work. No image on the screen. I'm trying to think of workarounds to get this thing to somehow recognize this dock. We're gonna figure out something. We're gonna figure out some sort of stupid workaround with this. Let's see what we can do. I'm going to make this thing work somehow. Okay, so I'll plug this into here. Take the back off. The issue is the HDMI out. I'm thinking, my bad. Um, let's see. Troubleshooting. Tell you what, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to attach these accessories for the stuff I have over here already. Old cables. Oh boy, just a sec. I am happy that this thing has setup music, so at least there's that. Okay, shoot. Oh. Yeah, I can. Okay, yeah, I can do that. That's cool. I should be able to use the dock with the capture card I have. I forgot I had a capture card. I was thinking like, oh yeah, the dock's doing all the capturing. Like, no. It's the capture card. All right, cool. That's no more damn space. This plugged in. We got this getting plugged in, please. There's the HDMI. It's upside down, of course. Like fighting with this thing to get this thing plugged in. All right. Nada. I gotta switch the HDMI and the power cord, I'm sure. Alright. I'm gonna try all of this out. We're gonna try the official stuff. That it needed a high speed HDMI, so. Got nothing yet. Here we go. Right, I'm undoing the twist tie on the HDMI cable. Okay. So right now I gotta figure out which one's plugged into here. Input. It is moderately disappointing that the cable on this is also like a 6-foot cable, maybe, instead of being something longer, but that's all good. Take what you can get. Alright, so I got this. I'm going to plug this in. Instead, plug the old HDMI. So that's not working still. It's charging. It's charging in the dock. Let's try a new power brick. Unplug this. Oh boy. It could be the dock I'm using, or the capture card I'm using too, so who knows. Yeah, this could all be a bust. Which would be disappointing, but it is what it is. At least I got to do a mini unboxing, I guess, right? Oh, funny is that the charging cable I've been using is a third-party Switch power cord. Like it's labeled as a Switch specifically one, so new one works. All right. So many cords under my table right now. A lot of them I've managed to shove behind the PC, but you know, sometimes they don't really work like that. Something like this. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. We got power. Hell yeah. Video capture device. Where you at? Turn off game capture. What the hell? Oh, that's something new. Alright, cool. I was gonna say that is something new. I wouldn't be surprised if it didn't, if it had some sort of crazy copy protection or whatever, like, hey, you can't stream this. This is illegal. This is so weird. Alright, so I'm sitting here. This is the it's got the magnet thing on it. So when you go to put the controllers in, I'm so used to having to slide them down there, all you do is just put them where they go and that's it. Alright, cool. So this is connected. Alright. We got an image. You can use the accessories that came with the system to hold the Joy-Con 2 controllers in multiple ways. Yeah? Sure. Figure that out already. You can use the straps. See, what's cool about this, as a person who occasionally dabbles in Just Dance Land, maybe at this, having this right here be the way that the things connect. Oh my gosh, this thing's already got dog hair all over it. It's been what? I don't know, this is 38 minutes so far. This hasn't been on the plastic for 38 minutes, but it's just the hair that's in the air. I need to even think about getting one of those carpet rake things. Alright, well, whatever. But the fact that this just kind of like looks like it just snaps onto this instead of having to worry about wiring it through and messing with the bottom of the Joy-Con, I think this is a lot nicer, personally. That's an upgrade. Alright. Gotcha. Ready to update the system. I gotta figure out what the hell all my information is, because I don't know off the top of my head. For the original Switch. Alright, we'll do this. Put the back on. I hear there are upgrade paths for some of the games I already own. Specifically, I think, what's the game? Is it Echoes of the Kingdom? Whatever. Echoes of Wisdom? The Zelda game where you play as Zelda, and what's the other one I have? I've got Tears of the Kingdom. I had Breath of the Wild, but I only had it physically, and I don't have that cartridge anymore, so. Alright. Slow Pair's the same way. Oh, thank Jeebus. Okay, so I can transfer stuff, so all I have to do is just go like this. All I have to do is just go like this and have the other switch, the Switch 2 on. I'm happy I charged this thing up as I thought. I don't know. Let me see. What is the micro SD card that I have in here? I think of where the thing is. Sitting here thinking, I'm like, you know what? I don't think the Switch. Oh, yeah, I gotta get another micro SD card. That's fine. Whatever. More money, more money, more money, more money. This is going to be the hard part because I don't use my Nintendo all that often. Oh, that's right. To turn the damn thing on, I had to agree to the privacy policy adjustments because they added all the game card and game shared, the family shared thing, or whatever. Okay, so all right, let me see if I got that on Google or Opera. Cats and dogs 123. My password is for everything. I wish I could remember what game that was. It was like a super old video. This guy like playing like a Minecraft server. Password being on screen and him not realizing it. And I think it's like halfway hidden because people were like getting into some of his stuff. Within seconds they had gotten to everything else in the end. Alright. Okay. Let's see. Oh, oh. Oh. Oh my. I feel like QR codes take a little bit too long to register. Like you go on, you see them and you try to sign into them and it's still just like, there's a bit of a delay and it always makes me think like, did it work? And that's where I don't want to help. I guess I want to use this account. You. Over here trying to make sure I don't use the wrong thing. Move this system and this. What are we doing? Why are we doing it this way? On the home menu, select transfer to switch to. Okay. I wish I had two docks. I actually do. I'm not doing that. I could hook this up on the other TV and we can see the actual process in action. That's stupid. Alright. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. As much as I want to. The more I think about it, that would be something different to do. It's at the very bottom. Next. Sure. Done. Trying to pull out the damn kickstand on this thing. Okay. They suggest, because I have a Japanese account that I don't really use. I used it when the Switch, the original Switch first came out. And I think it went up until they put out Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate or something like that. And I was like, there's no way that's coming to the US. And then it did, but it was like way later. Um, Alright, so I gotta go back to the menu. System, scroll all the way down. Next. Okay, done. What do you mean I don't have a Switch 2 yet? Yes, I do. One of the options, you can go down there and I guess... what does this say? All user data on the system will be transferred to the target Switch 2. Switch 2 downloads the transfer data. Oh, yes! When the target Switch 2 downloads the transfer data, it will automatically sign into the Nintendo accounts that were linked to the source system. Starting the system transfer, people with Nintendo accounts on this system, along with any supervising parent, guardian users, will get updates in the following places: an email, link to the account, and their account settings on the Nintendo website. Updates will note a transfer was started and include the nickname. Okay. Save data for the following games. Remove from the system and transfer to the Switch 2. So, okay, so the games are getting the data. Fuck this game. The games are getting the data removed. Fortnite, whatever. Dark Souls Remastered. Okay, sure. Theater Rhythm, Final Bar Line, the demo version specifically. Palia. WWE 2K Battlegrounds, whatever. Pokemon Unite, same. Omega Strikers. Live Alive demo. And NBA 2K Playgrounds 2. That's the game where I was like, F this game, because that game has all sorts of weird transfer issues, even on PC. I gotta find another damn adapter, another AC adapter. It's not finding another adapter, it's like, where am I gonna plug it up at? I know. I wonder if this will work. Sure hope it does. That's not working. Let's try this. Plug this in over here. Alright. That's specifically for the Switch 2. Or the Switch. Plug this. Plug this in here. I'm gonna try this extension cord that I have. Otherwise, I don't know how to get this thing to transfer properly. It's gross. Alright, cool, that worked. Push this close together. Sweet. It says continue on the Switch 2 system to download. Jason Switch. Sweet. Okay. Boy. This is gonna take a while, I guess. Maybe. I don't think it's transferring any of my games. 22 minutes. Well, I can't use... 14 minutes. I can't use either console right now while this is going on. I got it yesterday. It came out yesterday officially. It might have come out in the fourth in your area. I want to say it came out the fifth at midnight here. So I had to work yesterday, and I was on my way to work, and I decided to stop into a store that was like between my job and my house, just out of the blue. I was like, you know what? There's a chance of this because the store I was going to didn't do a midnight release, and it's also, pardon me, it's very hood. You can look up what that means if you don't know. So I'm like, it's a Walmart, but it's not a nice Walmart, which means that the people in the area probably don't even know about it being out, the Switch 2 being out. So I was like, but I bet you they got a shipment anyway because Walmart would send it out to different places, just maybe not as many. So I went in there. They open up at 6, but the electronics isn't open until 7. I woke up at like 5:30. I got home last night around midnight because I had to run errands and stuff. Even I was after working. I got home late from work. Then I had to go to a wrestler's house, of course, drop off something. Um, then I got back home close to midnight, and while I was on the way back, I was sitting there like looking at my phone. I was like, man, are any stores doing a midnight release near me? And the stores that were like GameStops, like I'm not going to a GameStop because that's got a low chance of finding them. So I went with I was looking at Walmarts, and there are no 24-hour ones near me. I don't think there's any within 30 miles of me. There used to be, but not anymore. So I'm like, all right, that's cool, whatever. I'm not gonna bother. Like, you know what? I'm not really worried about getting a Switch 2. I don't really care. I'm not invested in it. The only thing about Nintendo stuff is if I'm going to have a console, I'd much rather be a Nintendo console than like a PlayStation or an Xbox because all that stuff comes to PC now. If it's not, from the companies themselves, like another company will release it, or you got Game Pass or whatever. So there's ways to play all that stuff on PC. No biggie. But Nintendo exclusives outside of emulation don't come anywhere else unless there's something weird like the Wonderful 101 got ported like 10 years later. But that's because it was a third party. So whatever. Anyway, so I'm on my way to work. Got home at midnight, fell asleep around like 1 o'clock in the morning. My dog woke me up at 3, went back to sleep until like 5:30. Left for work at like 5:50. I had my uncle with me. I dropped him off because this shift starts at 6:30. Mine used to, but they pushed it back to 7 because another manager transferred back into the old spot, so I don't have to worry about covering him. So, dropped my uncle off. It's like 6:10. Sitting there, I'm like, I don't need to be to work until 7, and we're not really running today, so it doesn't really matter when I get there as long as it's before 7:30 or 8. So I sent the manager that was going to be there a text. I was like, hey, I'm going to be running a little bit late. I'm going to stop in this Walmart, but I'll keep you updated. And I just sat there until like I got there at like 6, dropped him off, got back to the Walmart at like 6:20, waited about 40 minutes, hit 7 o'clock. Nobody comes in for electronics because it's retail in America in 2025, and people like, I'm gonna come in late, whatever, it's all good. I figured that was gonna happen. So around 7:10, I've had like 3 managers pass by, like, oh yeah, I don't think we have a Switch 2. I don't think we have any of those. I'm like, nah, you got it. Like, it says there's none in the system. I was like, it's street dated for today. I bet you have some back there stashed. So another one comes back there. She's like, I think you're right. She goes to the back, and she comes back out. She's like, which one do you want? I was like, I have an option. So I got the Mario Kart one. So, car. Got to Switch 2. Ray. Which, planning on holding on to. Giving away my Switch. I gave away both of the docks I had. I sold somebody my Switch Lite a while ago. I sold somebody my Switch Lite because I was going to get an OLED. I thought it would be cool to have them both, but alright, cool. A little bit to register. Connect. But anyway, the funny thing about this week, the reason why I got this, no, the Switch that I had, I would have kept. I had a friend who she was in a situation. She had one, and I was like, "You should keep your Switch." And she was like, "Well, the only game that's on the Switch is Zelda." I'm like, "There's so many other games on Switch, you just don't know." So have to look outside. Like you can't just look at the big games. There are other games that are just as good, if not better, that just aren't advertised as much. She traded her Switch in. She's got 2 kids, and at some point they wanted to replay Breath of the Wild again, and they didn't have a Switch. They asked to borrow it, and then it just never came back. And I was like, oh, that's cool, whatever. Um, but that was the original Switch. At any point, I could have picked it back up. Of course, it's not like they were holding it hostage, but it was like the condition it was in. I was like, nah, you guys can go ahead and keep this. This is fine. Um, so that was my launch day Switch, which I think they still have, but I don't know if anything. I think the whole console is messed up because the kids were young at the time. They're older now, but they're kind of rough with it. You can use controllers with it, I think, but I think at some point they said like even the video out might have messed up or something. So whatever. So that was it was like a year or two or whatever, and at some point like Monster Hunter Rise or whatever was coming out, and it was on Switch, and I love Monster Hunter. I bought Wilds, which is the most recent one. I haven't really played it because so many games, man. It also wasn't running super great when it came out. I think it's running better now. I was just waiting for patches and stuff to come out. Anyway, so I bought a Switch OLED. Or not Switch OLED, I bought a Switch Lite because I was like, all right, this way I can play all my games because I already had a huge library of stuff I had downloaded. So it's not like I needed, whatever. And I at the time, I think I was playing stuff more in handheld mode. I didn't have any way to stream Switch games, I don't think, so never even thought about it. So that was cool. So I was like, all right, let's get this thing. This way I'll have something different. I don't have to worry about the Joy-Cons not connecting. I can play this in handheld. Like it's a lot smaller, so it's easier to take with me places, which was the main appeal for me. Like I take my Steam Deck with me everywhere. And people are like, why? And all of a sudden, like something will happen, and I'll have like an hour or two of downtime, or like sometimes I'm just out, and I've got nothing to do. So I'll have that with me. That was my Switch Lite for a bit, but I was working at Target, I think when the Lite came out, and then they announced the OLED was coming out, and I was like, well, shoot, if I get an OLED, I can hook it back up to the TV, and then I can also stream Switch games at that point, because I had finally, I think, started thinking about streaming console games, like, through the PC. So I got that, and in order to justify it in my head, there was a person at work that I knew that was having to ride the bus, and she was from the UK, and liked games, but she didn't really have anything. I think she had to sell off her stuff that she had. And I was like, well, shoot, I need to get rid of this Switch. I need to get rid of this Switch Lite because I don't want to have 2 Switches in the house because it's just me. Like, I can't. Having a Switch and a Steam Deck is already kind of weird because I end up doing everything on the Steam Deck except for the Nintendo exclusives. That was the whole point of having that. What the hell is this? Okay, everything's been sent, so I gotta wait until the process completes over here. Yeah, I didn't want to have 2 Switches. The goal is to not have 2 of the exact same console. I don't know. Like, it's cool, but the thing is like you don't gain anything from that, if that makes any sense. Like, if you have a Switch Lite and a Switch, you can transfer the games between both. But it's not like, like there's the PS5 and the PlayStation Portal, they're handheld, where all you do is play your games on the console, on the handheld, and like you have to stream directly to it. That makes sense. Like, that means that you need to have these 2 devices for if you're going to play somewhere else in the house. Cool. But for a Switch Lite, the idea would be like, well, this is the one I'm going to take with me on the go. But to me, I'm like, you can just take your Switch with you on the go. What do you need a Lite and a regular Switch for? Unless you're just, you just happen to have one. So I was going to give it away, but the person was like, you can do it with the regular Switch. That's the thing, is like the regular Switch has a better quality screen on it. So I think it has a better quality screen than the Switch Lite in general, even with the regular Switch. Ooh, look at that. Next screenshots. I don't need this. What are they telling me to do? I don't understand. Next screenshots videos will be imported from the micro SD card. Okay. So am I taking this out? Oh. Okay, sure. Anyway, whatever. What I was saying is like if you're using the cut this back off. Power options, power down. Like, let's just say he bought an OLED. This was the thing that killed me about the OLED. This is part of what has been my issue with the Switch in general, is that the OLED, people that play a lot of Switch, especially in handheld mode, are like, man, the screen on the OLED is way better. I don't really have the vision for that. Like, I can't really see that type of stuff as well. I can see faster frame rates, but I have issues seeing, like, oh wow, the blacks are black, like black. Oh no, whatever. This is gonna be weird. I gotta disconnect this for a second. So you want to use it in handheld mode, but I use mine with the dock most of the time, unless I'm on the go. And I'll use it then, but I'm always worried about the battery life. The blacks are darker. This is America. Yeah, so if you have an OLED and you're using it with the dock all the time, like, you're partially missing out. So it's like if you have a light and then you have an OLED and you're like, I'm gonna use my light with the dock and just use use my light on the go and use the OLED with the dock. It's like, well, what did you get the OLED for? You could have just got a regular Switch. Yeah, no, people talk about that. I see it, I guess, but it's not, like, to me, OLED monitors, maybe if I had an OLED actual PC monitor, it'd make a difference. But looking at it in, like, a handheld, I'm like, for me, honestly, the biggest thing is, like, if I'm playing in the dark and it's like, say, like a Resident Evil game or something, like, oh, hey, the room is darker than it normally would be, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's not like anything major for me. Boy, I don't want to transfer these things over. What if I don't? You know, screw it. It's all good. I'm gonna disconnect this. Like, for people that are getting a Switch 2 and are like, man, thank God the screen is bigger, but they're going to use it with a dock 24/7, it's also another kind of really weird thing where it's like, well, yes, the screen is bigger, but will you ever notice because you're always using the dock? So you lose that benefit to me. I took the micro SD card out and put in the Switch 2. So now I have to do a system update, I guess. What do you mean? It just updated, I think. Whatever. Six 2025. Cool. It's paired at a decent speed this time. I don't really want to copy all of these, but it's asking me to, and I feel obligated to, especially not if it's copying it to the internal memory. I don't know how much space is on this thing. I haven't got to the main menu yet. This is one of my issues with, like, Nintendo console setups, is like they'll have you set everything up, which is cool. I appreciate it. Thanks, Nintendo. But at the same time, I'm like, man, I would like to see the main menu, just so I could be like, hey, this is what the menu looks like. But instead I gotta go through all this first, so whatever. First world problems. was explaining what happened to me at work yesterday. They told me to work. They're like, hey, we're gonna have you work tomorrow. Gosh, they're gonna have me work. Well, today, which is Friday now. And they're like, hey, we need you to work Saturday too. I'm like, cool, I got you. Is that okay? They're like, yeah, it's fine. And then later in the day, they're like, hey, it wasn't even later in the day. It was like I had already left for work or left work for the day because I had to stay a little bit. I had to stay actually way later to clean up another department. And I sent the manager a text. I was like, hey, I heard you guys are cutting back on overtime. She's like, oh yeah, oh shoot. You can come in tomorrow as long as you're not in overtime. I was like, I will 100% be in overtime. I'm probably in overtime now. And she's like, oh, all right, don't worry about it then. Just don't come in. I was like, okay. I'm like, well, if you need me to come in, just let me know. Because they have done that before. Like, I've been there in the morning in the parking lot. Get a text like, hey, can you actually work today? Yep, sure. I got you. I transferred all those files, and I'm just going to go ahead and delete them again. This was the magic of the original Switch. Is getting the Switch when it was brand new, and it wasn't necessarily the Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons were cool, of course, but it was the magic of transferring, like, you know, plugging it into the dock and seeing it pop on the TV and then pulling it back up, and it's like in handheld, like, instantly. It's so cool. But again, other handhelds do that now too, so whatever. Alright. Things I don't need. Screenshots from Switch games I haven't played in like 8 months. Part of the process. I figured I would go ahead. Video games, man. No. No. It's Friday. It's the 6th. It's 6/6. It's already been 6/6/6. That means that you should not work today. Theme color from the source system, sure. So they cut. Boy, it's the home button. Please be a different menu. Come on, dude. Come on. I got to go to my brother's wedding at the end of the month, so that will be my holiday. This is the same menu. I'm telling you, man. When you turn on a new console and it's the same menu as the last console, is not super fun. I was looking forward to something different here, but nope. I don't need to transfer all these games over. I don't need you. Software, I don't need you here. You can go. GTA 3, you can go. Alright. You be careful. If only this had an update. I'm sure it doesn't. Hopefully this one installed. Oh, no, I can get rid of that. That actually would have been a good game to test now that I think about it, but whatever. The Long Dark. How many games are going to try to install? I don't need all these games to try to install. I need them to not install. Don't need this. It is cool if they're trying to, though. And the big thing for me is I would love to see the... I'm gonna have to go on here and manually choose to not install these. It's gonna suck. It's looking like right now. Online. Please work. Okay. Yes. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that launch day. You got Wind Waker, F-Zero GX, and Soul Calibur 2. Oh man. with the QR code. I already pay for the premium thingy, so. Out of curiosity, not what I wanted to do. This does seem like it loads up a lot faster. Maybe. It's so snappy. They dropped Genesis support. So we got Nintendo. We got all the Nintendo consoles here. We don't see Genesis anymore. What is this? Oh, it's just showing you what it is. Splatoon. Expansion pack. Well, yes, I know about this. I don't think I realized that they added. Wow, look at that. It's moving at 60 frames per second.
On the Nintendo Switch 2
wow.
system. The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and The Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom games will both have Nintendo Switch 2 editions. Jump back into the adventure, now with enhanced resolution and frame rates. They both support HDR,
Wow, look
which
at
makes
that.
the image more vibrant.
Oh man, there's sections in that game that used to run really bad that aren't running bad anymore. Hold on. Oh, okay, Perfect Dark, cool. Yeah, they're still here. Why doesn't it show up on the... Sorry. Oh. How do I redeem this? Oh my god, do not put the code in. What are you doing? No, 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 no. I got a scratch off. So use this guitar pick. I hate scratch offs because a lot of time it has that stupid, it's like an actual like adhesive strip, and sometimes you can just slide it off. You start scratching it and all of a sudden it just like halfway peels off. I'm like, this whole experience is not nearly as exciting as it was when I was a kid. My dad would give me a scratch off and be like, go ahead and scratch off, you got good luck. Hey, you won $10. I'm keeping it. I was just excited to do the process. Alright. I need the Switch Online. I need the eShop. Oh, duh. Okay, let's see what the eShop looks like. Is the eShop the same? It's different. Oh, look at that. Look at how much faster that loaded up. Wow, the welcome tour. What a great free thing. Oh, you mean it's $10? Oh, no. Oh. Oh.
Hello.
Oh, no.
My current location.
You're not Iwata. I didn't ask you. Blurring this. Okay. Yeah, it's like it's not on screen, right? Shouldn't matter. But you never know. Oh, they have certain characters that aren't there. Like there is no I, O, or Z. Steam. Continue shopping. All right, cool. Let's check out the eShop. Let's check out the eShop. Bestsellers. Okay. 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 That's the one right there. I'm like, kind of want to check that out, but at the same time, it's hard to just. Well, I never played through Zero, so it would be a new game technically. Street Fighter 6 is another one. We're like, yeah, that's the game right there. I was like, oh man, they got Street Fighter 6 on Switch too. I'm like, wait, I can play it on the Steam Deck, and I've got it on PC. This is something I could do. I could do like 1-2 Switch. I've never finished Undertale, so whatever. But this is out on PC also. I own this on PC. What a strange price. $62.58. That's very weird. Fast Fusion, I'm sure, is great. Coming soon. Can I see? We're still doing this, huh? Oh, we're still. Look at this. Day one. They got the Kayla edition of. Can't take a picture of that. We're still dumping out garbage. This is day one. This store is about to be completely useless already. Oh well. They got to do something about that. I wish. I don't know what you do. Like, how do you tell people like, hey, only make good games? That's not gonna work. These games here are a trap because you'll go buy them and then later realize like, oh, this isn't in English. It might have an English manual, but that's about it. Oh, the Gex trilogy comes out in 10 days. The date everything's not out yet. That's cool. I know this is getting a console port. Game's pretty neat. Their SMT game. Recent releases. Yes! Yes, hentai girls. You see what I mean? It's day one. I guess day two for the Switch 2 being out. What is this? Does that mean I have to get a Switch 2 version of this? Interesting. I was actually looking for, yeah, Ridge Racer. Okay. No Bunga's Ambition. That's what I'm calling it because I'm an American. 346. You got Sonic and Shadow. Civ 7. Suikoden, Survival Kids. This is the game I saw, like, oh man, this is coming out. I was excited about this, and then I looked into it. I was like, oh, what do they do? If you look up Survival Kids on the Game Boy, it's a really cool game. Like, it's a just straight survival game. That's something different. This is so weird because this doesn't have analog control. Not that you need it. A lot of times in Ridge Racer, you're going full speed, or you're hitting the brake at full speed. So whatever. If we go Tetris 2S, the Hitman collection. This seems like it'd be kind of cool to have on. Oh shoot, Elena. Wait, hold on. Does this come with Elena? What is in here? Okay, so can I see what's in here? Oh, they don't show it. Okay, yeah, all right. Okay. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. If you get the bundle, you get all the characters. You get everybody that's out right now. Who was in year one? I don't remember. Yes. Rashid was not stock. Ed, I forgot Akuma wasn't either. And then Aki.
comes a new challenger.
You got Mayan Terry. Oh, looks pretty decent. 60 FPS and crossplay. Say what? I'm sure they don't have any Switch 2 exclusive features. Local wireless play. Sure. Dynamic modeling classic, yep, of course. Twist and shake. What is this? Oh, there's Switch Amiibo. Oh. Oh, I'm such a loser. I don't own any Amiibo. The only Amiibo I had ever wanted was Ness, and I didn't do it because I was like, I don't need this. Oh man, look at that. That's impressive. All the stages. Everybody's here. That's in the game so far. They added so much stuff to this game. I still feel like, you know, people are, I feel like Street Fighter 6 is in an alright spot, but I don't know. I don't play it. I did. When it was like brand new, I was playing it a decent amount, and then I just dropped off because I realized nobody was going to play it with me. I was like, alright, I'm good. Cyberpunk, $70 for Cyberpunk, which came out in like 2020, 2021. But I think this comes with what's it called? Phantom Liberty. Yeah, got the expansion. So I mean, for that price, it's not too bad. Johnny Silverhand. Kind of thing, like if I was this one right here is also tempting just because I'm interested in seeing how it works, but Split Fiction, of course. Hogwarts Legacy, I'm sure this runs properly. There's a guy I work with who's been playing, he played a ton of Hogwarts Legacy, but he's played it on the Switch, and I was like, oh. Alright. Fortnite. Check this out. Don't know if this is gonna work or not. I got the Fortnite Festival controller because it's got the fret attachment, just like the old DS Guitar Hero games. I wonder if that'll work on there. I haven't really used it much yet. I use it with the PC more than anything. So anyway, this is alright, I guess. $12.1, cool. We'll look into that in a bit. What are these again? Some digital software and downloadable content will include. I didn't understand what they were talking about when they showed this press release. Like, oh, hey, you get virtual game cards now. Okay. That's stupid. That's stupid. I don't care for that. "13 minutes left, but I want it now." Okay. We're gonna go through. We're gonna get all of my old man games first. These are the important things. I don't need this. I also don't need you. It's just because I've got the full things on the other, on what's it called, the Steam Deck. Leave that there. That's fine. The collection of mana is one of the things that I'm just like, man, I can't believe that's not out on PC. It's so weird. There's some games where I'm like, how is this game not on PC? Such an odd choice. Pushing this ahead. It's GBA. Got all those. I think the Sega one is the last one I gotta get. Yeah. Okay. Now we will see what I can do. Okay. Hold on, I need to make sure I can download things in the back of this virtual game card thing. Is such a weird idea. Okay, there's a decent amount of space on here. It's not good, not great, and just decent. Okay, sure. USB camera, switch to camera. What? Oh, I think they were showing that. I think that was one of the things like, oh, you can do this now. I was like, oh, you can use voice chat. Sure. $1080p right now. Okay, so I don't know why it's not at 1440p. I don't care. This screen. Oh, this is my 60 hertz screen. Okay, that's right. I can't. This one, the other two screens can do higher resolutions. This one can't. That's right. I remember now. I can make it me. Sweet. Still the same two themes. Disappointing. It's 340. It's 340 and there's birds chirping. I don't like it. It's unholy. It ain't right. Are we still doing this? Can I not do background downloads still? Oh, it pulls up the old connections that I already had saved. That's interesting. Hmm. Such a bummer that I can't. Download progress update. What the hell does that mean? It's so stupid. The fact that you can't. This is. No, whatever. Alright, back to this. Back in the main menu. At least we can scroll to the main menu. I'm not using any software right now. I have to wait for this damn game card to download, I guess. thought there was a way to allow background downloads. Game shares, the album. This thing is useless. I don't need this. It's not useless, it's just like... Yeah, I'm over here at the adult video store. What the hell is this? Oh, that's water. That's right. Yeah, look at how beautiful this game is. Thank goodness they did a remaster. I took a picture of that because I was like, what does that say? Video, adult video. Take a picture of that because that sign, the signs here are flipped. I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to be the case. Dark Alley. Twin Tub 2. Oh, double header. Oh, lather, good fun. None fun all the way. None fun all the way in. Dirty habits. Come all ye faithful. Sure. Boobies. Paint spray. I was trying to remember what game this was. This is Shadow Man. I thought it was really funny that they did Shadow Man Remastered and they also put it out on what's it called? As a downloadable game. Or it was on the N64 Mature Collection, whatever. Mariah Carey made it to Fortnite. This got me excited because Cobra Triangle and Tetris were out. Remember, no one messes with my girls. Cool. Well, got a nice menu. I would love to go in here and do something, but I can't seem to download games at the same time, which is so stupid. 2025. With a new console, get out of town. Looking at reviews for the Switch 2 Tour, USB camera or the Pro Tour. There's medals that you can earn. A weird choice, dude. The fact that they're charging money for the tour is so strange. Ow, damn. I did so much work yesterday. Like in the back of my mind, I'm like, they better recognize all the work I did. You can't not see it. Oh man. My goal is always to set the standard really high and make everybody else live up to it. Because I can keep doing it just to get everybody else to level up or be like, all right, gotta recognize. Got to recognize. This, don't need this. Let me turn off. Oh, that's not on right now. It's another useless tab. Useless. Don't need that anymore. Don't need this. Boy, oh boy. I want to check this game out. We got 6 minutes to go. I'm gonna do a little finger dance. That's all I got. It's entertainment for 6 minutes, right? Boy. Boy. Who was Platonic? Oh yeah, Platonic's the ones that made Ukulele. They're gone. Or they fired a bunch of people. I don't know what All Systems Dance is. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Oh, you know what I should be doing? I should be going in here and removing the games I don't want to download. Show me. ROMs I'm cool with. Good. Kid kept on deleting software. I probably should have kept that one, it's fine. State of Darkness, I'm good. And why not? Why not? Celeste was the first game I played on Switch that was like Breath of the Wild was good. Boaz was good. But Celeste was like the first game I played on there where I was like, oh man, this game actually like hit me in like an unexpected emotional way. I'll keep Chex Quest. Hickory. Stay. Yeah. Cocoon. Coffee time. Blah, blah. A lot of these games are looking like, whatever. They're not that big. It's whatever. Dragon's Dogma. This is the kind of game where I sit there and I look at them like, do I want to keep this? I want to keep an RPG, like a 3D RPG. Do I want to keep this, or do I want to keep Chrono Trigger? Or Chrono Cross? We'll go back. We'll double back, as the kids say. Porn Overlord, Transistor, Townscaper. Interested about this one. Don't really feel like I have anything crazy that's still installed or would be installing. I didn't remember getting the Mario EX or the Mega Man ZX collection on here. That's how long it's been. It'll be alright. We'll be at 5 minutes left. Left Joy-Con. If only I had done this earlier. Well, it's all good. We can just look in real time. We can watch this download go. 5 minutes left, 90%. Using, what's it called? Fiber. So, fastest internet I could get. This clone hero. Controller. Oh boy. Well, now you know how long downloads take. Oh, I wanted to see if there's a way to switch to background downloads. That's such a stupid idea. Yep. Okay. People say there's no way currently for it to download the background. Like there's not even a setting anywhere, so I'm not missing anything. Don't believe the hate. The Switch 2 is incredible. Hardcore gamer, and I have all the consoles, even the Steam Deck. And let me tell you, it delivered. I booted up and started playing Cyberpunk, and I was immersed. Not one frame drop. It has powerful hardware. Nvidia tweaked that processor. 4K HDR. And if I could use the TV downstairs, I could check that out. Maybe I will get that Tears of the Kingdom upgrade. Switch 2 is the Switch Pro one all along. It's excellent. Feels premium. More power means battery won't last as long as the OG version of the OLED. What? Definitely not as much. I think I was getting right on to 2 hours with Cyberpunk at 3/4 brightness. Playing Zelda Ocarina of Time is buttery. Felt like I was 6 again. What? I was streaming with a friend on game chat playing Breath of the Wild for like 2 hours and only took half my battery. So this person says, ain't no way. Like, I want to believe you, but my personal experience and others just can't agree. I played Mario Kart vibration off, airplane mode on, brightness at 50%, with auto brightness on, dimming the display further, and it was at 50% in a little over an hour. Sounds about right. I played Cyberpunk for an hour and was still at 60%. the eShop, the biggest thing, the biggest upgrade for me so far is the fact that the eShop loads up really quick and you can get in and out. You can go through the menus. That's a nice change. Sweet. It's only taken almost 2 hours to get to the point where I can play Mario Kart. Alright, what do we got? I'm gonna do a thing.
Mario Kart World!
Okay, I don't know what the hell with that. It's free roam. Oh yeah, we just go. Really? Amazing. Oh man, we got vehicle destruction. Weird. Why are they so big? I do like the animation of wheels spinning up to go in the other direction. Oh man. What? Wait, why are there power blocks? Sweet. Okay, I guess there's random missions in the world now. Oh, yeah, the great thing about not knowing about games, like I keep up with games for sure, but I don't necessarily keep up with everything. Is that you come across stuff like this, you're like, I didn't know this was in the game at all. What is this? What is this? Sure. Oh, why do I have a backwards cap on? Oh, because I'm sightseeing. I get it. It's Yoshi. Yay. Yay for Yoshi. Like a real camel. It's weird. Alright. Oh, they brought the feather back. Oh, what the heck is all this? Oh, this is like random enemies I haven't seen in the Mario game in forever. This is great. Oh, man. Oh, no. It's fine. I ollie up this ledge? No. We're going to refer to it as an ollie because that's what it should have been. Oh, those are the guys from the... Wow, I just realized what those are. Those are the things from, what is that game? Super Mario Land on Game Boy? Oh my goodness. That was good. We got headlights. Oh, there's time of day? Where else will we go? Wow, Mario. You thought of everything. Missed it. If I hit, it's minus. Found a flaw. Sure, whatever. Alright, taking the first screenshot. What the hell was that? Yeah, that's a ramp. Nice. Man. Disappointing. Disappointing. Yo. Oh, that's super cool looking. Okay. It should be Yoshi's cookies. It's fine. Sure. Oh, what is this? I guess that's their goal, right? They want to have everybody say, like, what is this constantly? There's a lot of weird stuff here. I just had to remind myself, like, I'm not doing a race yet. Oh, look, it's the Donkey Kong barrel. That's cute. I get it. I'm an idiot. Excuse me? Excuse me. For real? Oh, we've got grinding now. I missed that. I was gonna say, I think we had straight up wall rides too. Yeah. Oh, this is in. Pretty neat. Turns out Mario Kart is definitely still Mario Kart. It is really cool. I see what people are talking about, like, yeah, there's not necessarily a ton to do, but at the same time, this is alright. Oh, look at that. It's like, I think the fun thing about this part right now is just seeing all the enemies that you don't usually see in games. Oh, man. There's jellyfish? What the hell is this? Yo, wow, that's so cool. I mean, stupid. Whatever, anybody can do that. Dumb lighting effects. That's super neat looking. Interesting. That rainbow fragment thing is thinking that was a reference to Super Mario RPG. I don't know. What did it say? Okay. Oh, shoot. It's Mario Kart. But free roam. Grand Prix. Oh, look at that. I got... This shouldn't count. Why is he doing the Mario dance? Why are there so many fucking characters? Oh my god, there's a lot of characters. King Boo. Oh no, it's the babies. They already have babies. Yo, you got Pauline. A baby Daisy. Is there full-size Daisy? I'll be Snowman anyway, whatever. Okay, Mario Brothers Circuit, sure. Mario Stadium. DK pass. Wario Shipwreck looks pretty cool. Oh, there is a snow area. Koopa Troopa Beach. Beach Stadium. Crown City. That's where I was just a second ago. Dino Jungle. I'm not gonna do much of this. I'm just gonna try erase. Oh, it shows you where you're going from too. There's a world map. What just occurred to me is that stuff is downloading in the background. What the hell? Hang on. Hold your horses. All right. It's all analog stick control. D-pad doesn't seem to. What would I want to do that for? If you press like down the D-pad, it rolls you back like it's a respawn thing or something. Is that Joel? That's comic. Uh-oh. Ah, shoot. Sixth place. Can I make it in the top hole? Nice. Oh no. All right. Okay, I'm gonna stop here. I wish it would give me the option to just quit. We'll see. I doubt you can resume. I'm pretty sure you have to do everything in one go, as always. coins, new vehicle. What are you talking about? Oh, I got new stickers. Don't want that. Alright. That's cool. I need to see my boy. I need to know my boy is here. I don't believe it. Oh, what the hell? What? What? Are they? Why? If you can't tell what it is that they have the US and the PAL releases in here. I don't get that. But okay, whatever. Disappointing. Play with everyone. I wish you could play this against strangers. That'd be cool. Well, still have this stupid thing here. I need that. I need... Oh wow, they show you what the buttons are. Okay, what I need to do is I need to go in here. I still have the same thing. Alright, let's check out the CRT filter, which is gonna look terrible in the stream, I'm sure, but whatever, you guys will be fine. Namco. There he is. There's the beautiful boy.
Versus Cassandra.
Payback!
She chooses her path like a free bird.
Don't worry, Talam. Believe in yourself. I'm going all out!
It is really smooth. Look at that.
Battle 1. Fight.
Yeah, it's over! Strike!
Things I wouldn't have expected is for me to day one have a reason.
Win.
My heart is still pounding.
Battle 2. Fight.
Watch out! Come on! Hey, now! Hey, now!
That's the one.
Watch out!
You win.
I am one with the wind.
Beautiful.
Versus Nightmare.
No clue how happy I am that this game is on here.
Wind, guide.
Battle 1. Fight.
Strike!
Ring out.
Man,
You will.
classic Nightmare.
2. Fight.
Strike! Go down! Hey, now! You did your
win.
best. I respect that.
Final battle. Fight.
you're so close to doing a nightmare on me. Oh man, he got me. He got me. The classic nightmare of like, I'm just going to bring out you.
More souls. 9, 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
You have no clue, man. Launching the GameCube section with freaking F-Zero GX, Soul Calibur 2 of all games, and you get the Wind Waker, man. Like, that's wild. That is a wild selection. Like, in a good way. Like, wow. I think it would have been cooler is like, oh, what if we throw in NBA 2K or something like that? Like, wait, what? You're not NBA 2K, NBA Street Volume 2. Alright, well. Oh, King of Fighters downloaded. I missed that. In here. That's the same games. Got my hopes up for nothing. Oh, whatever, man. I was like, oh, I'm gonna find some new games. Nope. Same stuff. And thank goodness I got this super expensive console, because now I can finally play Super Mario Brothers. Curious. Super stupid. If I play on a TV that has really bad lag, this fight is actually difficult for me to do because I just do stupid stuff. I'm like, man, all of my timing is slightly off. It's a good thing. I'm telling you, man, I got the Switch too. I can finally play Punch Out. Oh boy. Well, obviously this is what it is. Yeah, Mario Kart seems like pretty cool. I don't know, man. It's just the price. Like, I'm kind of scared to get any Switch 2 games. That price is crazy. But I guess I'll be back later today. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, have a good rest of your morning or a good night.